Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go live. Peace.
Hey, Danny, listen, there's a lot of competition in the middleweight division, a lot of big stars there, and you're there just with everybody else. Do you feel a lot of pressure on you, not only to win this fight this weekend, but to win the fight emphatically, to make a statement to those other 160-pounders out there?
I don't feel the need to make a statement to them. I just want to make a statement to the fans, because the fans are who support me. I want to be able to give a good fight each and every time I go out there. Arias is a tough contender, and I'm going to prove why I feel like I say I'm the best middleweight in the world from Saturday night.
A lot of people say he may have said things that were disrespectful. Is that motivating you at all?
Who have said what?
Arias has said things that might have been taken disrespectful to you. Does that motivate you at all, or is that getting under your skin a little bit?
It was kind of expected, but you know, he said it himself. He's just really trying to pump up the fight. He's trying to pump himself up, I believe, and you know, get himself and his heart and his mind into the fight as much as he can, because he realized the challenges that he's going to face Saturday night.
Danny, I gotta ask you about this. What's going on here?
No, we're not going to talk about that.
No, but does fun like that happen in camp? Are you guys really lighthearted and everything?
Yeah, we have a good time, and this is our second time around, but I've known Chris Algieri, and I've been with my team for a long time. And this is the family setting that we try to have, because camp can get tough, camp can get mentally stressful, and you know, joking on each other and pranks and stuff like that, it happens a lot of times, and you know, that's just the first admittal.
I gotta ask you like a little bit about the downtime. Talking to Chris about it, he said him and Anthony are usually watching those fights, and you're in the room playing video games. Like, what are you playing? What's going on?
Well, I just recently started playing games. I have a really good relationship with my little brother, and that's what I do to kind of, you know, have downtime. Yeah, exactly. Because when you're away, you know, you try to feel like you're home as much as possible. But I'm a loner. I like to be by myself. I like to isolate myself, because it's only one person fighting in that ring. So I'd rather get used to, you know, being the only person in camp leading up to the fight.
Coming off the heels of that spectacular Deontay Wilder knockout, is that something that lights a fire under you? Because your knockout always felt like, you know what, I want to get viral on Instagram too. I need to get the memes going.
Yeah, he went viral too. He went viral. I just have to do what I have to do. I don't think about stuff like that. Social media is going to do what they do. I just have to make sure that I look good and I be impressive, so that I can have another fight. And that's really my goal. I want to be champ one day, and I want to go after these heavy hitters. Not excluding anyone, but I truly feel like I'm the best middleweight in the world, and we're going to prove that. Saturday night is going to be the first stepstone.
Chris Algieri in your corner doing nutrition just like last camp. I gotta ask, is there a cheat meal or a favorite meal of his that he does for you? Is there something that, you know, is his go-to, like his specialty?
You know, Chris is amazing when it comes to everything, but I've been an aspiring vegan for a very long time, so this camp, for me, we've been implementing, well, I haven't eaten chicken for about 2 or 3 months now, and I'm going to continue not to eat chicken for the rest of my life, but we've been doing a lot of bison meals, a lot of healthy veggie meals, and this guy knows a thing or two about putting together some meals, some real healthy vegan meals. So, I mean, I've been strong this camp, I've been healthy, and I feel amazing too.
Do you ever have something that you like, you know, like have a urge for, like a sweet or anything like that from past camps that, you know, that you're allowed to eat now because Chris has you on weight so good?
So I figured out the trick, and the trick is to not allow food in my house. Just Chris brings the food to my apartment, and that's it. But we have nothing that I can get up in the middle of the night, because that becomes a habit, and that becomes a pattern, and I think that's when the cheat meals start to happen. But you know what? I've been really focused this camp. I haven't had any cheat meals, and actually we're on weight. I feel like the night of, well, the morning of the weigh-in, we're going to be able to eat breakfast, which is probably going to be a first for me.
Wow. I mean, you look amazing right now. Six-pack is shredded.
Thank you.
If you had to rank this along with, like, you know, all your other, is this the best shape you've been in?
We'll have to see come Saturday night. I truly feel like we had a really great camp, and my last sparring was phenomenal. So I'm looking forward to just, you know, having that same vibe come fight night.
Daddy, when you say you're a loner, and don't you begin to see that you develop what you are praying for when the lights are on and you're alone by yourself? It really presses on you and tells you, what have I done? Am I prepared? Am I ready to go to combat? But that gives you that inner strength.
Absolutely. You have to talk to yourself. You have to understand that boxing is a lonely sport and it's a mental sport. So if you can have the mental strength to, if you don't have it, to build it, you know, especially when it's important come fight night, then that's what matters. And I think for me, having all that I've gone through in my experiences in life kind of shaped my mental strength. It just helps me be a killer and have that killer instinct inside
with
the
lights around at night, everything crosses in on you and say, well, this is where Danny is going to be.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I dream about nights like this, and you know, I make sure that I'm well equipped physically, mentally, and emotionally for these fights.
Danny, we don't like to look ahead, but they made that Saunders-Lemieux fight. And I know that you called out Lemieux back in the summer, I think, on Twitter. You heard Crickett's back.
No, I didn't hear Crickett's back. He said he didn't want to fight me.
He said he didn't want to fight you.
Right.
But I talked to your promoter today, and if you are to be victorious Saturday, that's a fight that he's interested in for you pursuing.
Yeah, absolutely.
You still want those guys. You need to keep your eye on them.
Like I said before, in no particular order do I want the best, but I think it helps to be champion. And if those top guys don't want to step in right now, then I have to go for the next available opponents. And David Lemieux, who's a valiant contender, and BJ Sanders is the champion. Whoever wins that fight, I'm just going after the champion because it's the belts that I pursue.
Low key, was it a little bit frustrating that Canelo Triple G was a draw because you know that perhaps they're going to have a rematch now, and that may take time away from you getting at one of them next?
It was expected. It wasn't frustrating. I knew it's the politics of boxing. I mean, sometimes I would say sometimes you win some and you lose some, but no, like, you know, sometimes boxing, the politics is influence, and we know that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Danny Jacobs, if you come through this and it's successful, would a showdown with Andy be interesting?
What does Andy Lee have to offer right now? I'm looking for the best top middleweights. I respect Andy Lee. I think he's a great opponent. I think he's a former champion. He's respectable, but I just don't know if that fight makes sense right now. I mean, I don't know.
David Lemieux, Joe Saunders being tied up, potentially Canelo Golovkin being tied up. Don't leave that many top middleweights around.
Charlo could get it. I mean, he's a top contender, right? He considers himself to be the best. So if all else fails, we're going after Charlo.
Charlo's on the Showtime side, though.
He can come over to HBO.
Okay.
He can come over to HBO. I mean, he's not contractually tied to anyone.
He said Saturday that he'd come over there.
Yeah, he said it. That's why I'm quoting him. But at the end of the day, like I said, I want the best. And if I can't get the best, we're going to go down the line, but we're not going to make a huge leap.
Are you staying at 160 for a while, or are you thinking of in the back of your head maybe 168 at some time? Or you got more work?
That's later on in my career. Right now, I want to clean out the division. I want to prove that I'm the best, with no doubt in anyone's mind. And then we'll move in the future.
What do you make of Luis Arias saying you're not going to hold the center of the ring? You're going to run from him?
He's right. I'm not going to make it easy for him, because that's essentially what he's saying. He's saying that he wants me to stay in the middle of the ring so that he can have a chance to bang, and this whole notion that my chin is weak and that I get knocked out or that I'm suspect, he wants to be able to take advantage of that. So, I mean, I get it, but, you know, I'm not going to make it easy for him. He's going to have to work for everything if he gets.
You brave enough to give me a fight prediction?
I don't like giving fight predictions, but I see myself being victorious. However the victory comes, I'm grateful with the victory. I just want to look impressive. No pressure. Like, when I see my son in the crowd and I see my family and everybody in the stands, it takes the pressure off because it gives me that home feeling. And being in New York, even though we're not in the city, it's still New York, and I have a lot of fans here. I have a lot of people cheering for me. So, no, there's no pressure whatsoever.
Is that a comfort zone, Danny, when you see your son in the audience? And I question sometimes comically that he sends you signals, that he gives you some instructions from his seat.
Yeah, he does. We work on that when we're home. I mean, I have the best relationship with my son, and he knows boxing like the back of his hand, and he gives me advice as well. I mean, you know, boxing is a learning sport. I didn't know that I would be able to take advice from an 8-year-old, but I do.
Well, you gonna let him work in the corner?
Yeah, I'll let him maybe walk me out, yeah.
Danny, what have you made of Eddie Hearn since his first time of coming to put on a show here on the States?
Have you seen all the promotion that I've been getting in the last 2-3 months? It speaks for itself.
Do you see this as an ongoing relationship between you and Eddie Hearn? Will you be working with him in the future?
I mean, my thing is this, whatever makes sense, and I feel like he's a great promoter and he's been doing very well behind me, and I think that, you know, I stand by, you know, the people who do right by me, and at the end of the day is making sure that I can fulfill my dream, which is being not only the best middleweight in the world, but a superstar. Thank you guys. Thank you.